Good morning, Producer Brandon. This is Chase Clanton on behalf of Hopkins Farms Broadcasting, and today I am joined by Miss Carol Garrette, Bedford County Schools Director of Communications. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Chase.
Yeah, good to be here. And today our special guest is Mr. Aaron White from Bridge Bedford. Aaron, how are you today?
Oh, it was a beautiful day. Enjoying it.
It is. How was it yesterday? Wasn't that remarkable?
Oh, that was needed. That was needed.
So
yes,
needed.
I was saying when I drove in from work at the end of the day and drove into my neighborhood, and there were children on bikes and people out with strollers and dogs, and everybody's enjoying the little burst of warm weather. Don't think it's here to stay, but we'll enjoy it while it's here.
That's right. I think that's what Elijah has been saying on the airwaves.
Yep.
So I think I called it a spring snap when you got here.
Spring snap.
Yeah, enjoy your, not a cold snap, but enjoy your spring snap.
Spring snap.
That's
For
right.
a couple days.
That's right.
Because it's
sure.
like a snap that's here and gone. But enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, Carol, we've got Aaron here with us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about today's topic, and we'll send it to Aaron too.
Absolutely. And people are probably curious as how Bedford County Schools is connected to Bridge Bedford.
Yes.
But I guess I met Aaron it's probably been a year ago now.
Yeah.
Through our efforts with the CC5K and the efforts to support our schools. We all know in terms of a quality of place to live, quality of place to work, that you need a healthy school system. And we need, and no one can do it alone. We need partners in our community, and that's always been my involvement. And that's how I met Aaron, through our mutual friend Beth Davis. And at that time, Beth and I were working on the CC5K, and her vision from a community she lived in before, and how can we make that successful here. We partnered up to support our educators through the CC5K and some other things, and we just have a heart for that. And that's how I met Aaron, who is a professional grant writer, and through some time and talking, and those of us with like-minded missions, we have formed a 501c3, a public charity called Bridge Bedford.
Bridge Bedford, which is a 501c3 here
that's
in
right.
Shelbyville, Bedford County. And Aaron, you're a grant writer.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the kind of putting the language to everything that you just kind of discussed. And the word bridge, where that came from, was this being a connector. It was kind of going from like industry to community, resources to community, and it was like creating that bridge between like from the funding world to actual activation in the community, like of creative placemaking and things like that. So that's how we created, like, even for what you're talking about through the schools, was creating like living classrooms. This is like an outdoor area that becomes an expansion of the school district, but in real time throughout the community. So be it one of the goals is, seeing what funds are out there for like a community garden or something where there's a intergenerational learning, storytelling, educating of, garden stuff, and just a way for it to be active in the community and like for neighborhoods and things like that. So that really was the conversations we had, and we stuck with Bridge Bedford as being that connector.
Yeah.
I think one of the, if you've worked with not-for-profit organizations, one of the key success factors is having someone who is dedicated to that effort every day. So board members are busy with jobs, and we're passionate about this, but having someone that has the flexibility to be looking at this every day. And that's who Aaron is for us. And so it's so exciting to have someone that's boots on the ground daily, helping us
more full time.
Yes. And he can't do it by himself, of course, but he's looking at it every day and helping guide the rest of us. And here's what's next. What do we need to do next? What's the next effort? Who do we need to connect with? How do we make this successful? So us having someone that we are paying not only to write grants for us and get funding outside of the community, so we're not always pulling on the same people, but outside of the community too, is super exciting, and it's going to be one of the biggest success points for us, I believe.
Yeah. Well, Aaron, thank you for being a part of that. It sounds like this was a big need, and you've come here to fill that.
Yeah. It was kind of taken, my introduction to Beth Davis definitely was the Connected Community 5K.
Yes.
And the first thing I was thinking is, how do you make something like this year-round? You know, this is such an amazing event. You have everybody out, but at the end of the day, when people go back home, it's just like, how do we have more of this? Right. And so I think that's really what we're here to answer, and create more connected community events, and just have that throughout the year. So it's just not the spotty, just going into summertime, but what do we do, you know, for kids when they're off of school, and then also for the community during wintertime, and just have it where there's something going on.
Right. So
quarterly.
it's not just one thing.
Exactly.
Per year. Let's
exactly.
make this more of a culture.
Yes.
And we've also got this isn't just this year or next year or even the next 5 years. We've got a vision for 50 years down the road. Yeah. So those of us that are on this board right now won't be here in 50 years. So that's another tie to our young folks and what's their vision for the future. What do they see? So that's already underway as well. And that's exciting to see multi-generations focused on Bedford County and getting students and young folks involved in boots on the ground on that mission.
This sounds like an excellent organization. So I think we've talked enough for people to probably be able to put two and two together. But if you had to spell it out, what's the core mission of Bridge Bedford?
So the core mission is, the goal is to enhance the quality of life. And what we mean by quality of life, because that's a that's a phrase you'll hear a lot, but quality of life is being connected to community. It is being able to have places that are walkable. It is being able to do things with your community in different events. And so our goal is to make sure we're enhancing the quality of life, also beautification and revitalization. That's like another thing that's huge and core, be it the pedestrian walkway that's taking place with Riverview District, but how do we make that beautiful as well? Where are the funds to make that where it can be an art walk every now and then as well? And just, you know, add to the spaces that are already here. And then the last thing is expanding education. And that's what we were talking about through the living classrooms, of being an extension of the school district to the best that we can, and create other opportunities for participation. So those are like our three big focus. Those are like our pillars. If I had to say this is what we're like always targeting, those three are clear, like things that we're targeting.
Quality of life, beautification,
and expanding the educational opportunities.
Okay.
And you think about it, what rich resources with our students for those types of things. We've got so many great young artists. We've got great young agricultural students. We have a strong program here in all of our schools.
Especially here in, Middle Tennessee.
Absolutely. So if Bridge Bedford is going to be the force behind a community garden or green space on the square, right off the square, that's underway, how can our students help us make that dream a reality? Maybe led by master gardeners in our community. And our students are in there learning and hands-on. It's just every project that we pick up and talk about and touch, I'm like, ooh, I can find the student group to help with that.
Carol knows everybody.
I've come to find that out for sure.
And that's not only great for our community, my goodness, that's incredible for our students. I mean, I'm like, where was this when I was growing up?
A sense of ownership.
Incredible.
Having a sense of ownership at a young age is key.
I think that would have been incredibly exciting as a teenager. When I was there, a solid 1 month ago, it feels like.
Right.
But anyways, to be able to have your own thing, or have your own thing to go do.
Yes.
Or just have like encouraging things to be a part of in the community. That were actually fun and not, just another copy-paste event. So this is great.
And of course, the CC5K, that's all about activity and movement and connection and walk or run. So that's a fantastic tie to our students. And speaking of that, I looked this morning before I came because I knew we'd want to mention this. As of last night at midnight, which is when we pulled a report each day, we had 392 people signed up for the CC5K so far.
For the Connected Community 5K happening in May, right?
May 9th.
Awesome. That's
Saturday,
great.
May 9th, Mother's Day weekend.
Wow.
Last year we had over 1,100, I believe. And so we're well on our way. 392.
You've got 392. I was going to ask for a recap.
Yes.
That's really good.
Are you signed up yet, Chuck?
I'm not signed up.
Uh-oh.
Here, fill out the form.
Yeah, I got it.
Producer Brandon, are you signed up yet?
He ducks.
That means no.
That means no. All right.
We're going to corner him.
Yeah, we got to get him.
So let me ask you this. So what's a gap in our community you saw that made this organization, Bridge Bedford, necessary?
That's a good question, because what I noticed was it was the grant funding world, like having knowledge of the grant world and all the different grants that are out there. And there's people here, don't get me wrong, who are doing it, but it's so we're able to add to some core grants. So if the city's going out for a grant that is like very fundamental, like let's a specific one, we're able to add to that. If add to it in the ways of going out, casting our net far and wide, and being able to do kind of like what I mentioned. If they're getting the electric right for the pedestrian walkway or something, we're able to go for creative placemaking grant that is more centered around art murals, or to make the space still tell our rich history of Bedford County and Shelbyville, but also add to it through different art installations and things like that. So with that being said, it was just that, but not just being a grant writer, but like having the young and then other people just know about civic pride, civic engagement. That's like something that grant writing can help with, because we're writing in the schools, we're also writing in different industries, organizations, and that is like a good merge. That's where the word that bridge comes from, is that we can be still right through a industry, a nonprofit, and connect everyone in on a project. For instance, like the Levitt's concert series grant. That was like a cool, family-friendly, free concert, but the city's on that. The Cooper Steel got behind that. Obviously, Bridge, the Fly Art Center. It's like all these different organizations are all partnering on this event to see it go well. So I think that's that gap. What we're saying is just like bridging all of these together on one collective project that benefits the community.
And that Levitt AMP music series grant, that's $120,000
for 3 years.
So 8 to 10 family-friendly concerts for Shelbyville.
Per year or over the
8 to 10 a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, over a year,
So it could be up to 30.
Yeah, and we're connected with 5 other cities here in Tennessee that got it as well. So we're the only state in which our Tennessee Entertainment Commission got behind it, and they put their money for it as well. So this is the first of its kind. This could be something where someone can tour all 6 here in Tennessee.
Okay.
So we're kind of just creating something new here in Tennessee, which is really neat to be a part of. But I'm just glad Shelbyville got on that train to be the initiative that starts, that's a part of the first. And see, other states will probably follow, but we're the first. So.
And young folks, they love music. I remember working with the year that I worked with the youth and youth leadership Bedford, and we landed on the mental health mission project with Benefit for Hope. But before that, the other contender for a project was a music-based, music on the square type event.
Like a music festival type of thing.
Young folks are obviously, understandably passionate about that. So that's also an exciting tie to our youth.
Yes.
There's something about like downtown music festivals that'll just make people come from all corners.
You might be a featured artist.
I'll play.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now, I will pull up and play.
Yeah, all right. I like that.
We got it on the air.
Yeah, we got it on the air.
I will be
and Brandon too as well, right?
It's going to sink again.
Yeah, Brandon's a musician, but he's not necessarily in the band.
Okay.
Yes.
Now y'all are signed up for a race and a concert.
Yeah,
that's right.
All of it.
Right here.
We got the contract right here, too, to sign.
Right. I've got 5 guitars at the house. We need to get them out.
Hey, that's right.
Folks, I tell you what, let's go to a commercial break real quick. We'll be right back after this.
When's the last time you've seen the eye doctor? Don't wait. Whether it's little Carter's first pair of glasses or keeping a good eye on your vision health as you age, your eyes are a precious thing. See personalized care for the whole family and friendly faces at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care on 605 North Main in Shelbyville, across from the U.S. Post Office. Striving to bring you excellence in optometry every single day. Don't put your family's vision off. Make an appointment today at 931-684-2020. Personalized eye care for the whole family at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care. Visit Kincaid Service Company today to experience the superior comfort of a Serta mattress. Serta has pioneered sleep innovation for more than 90 years, bringing quality products to more than 150 countries worldwide. Serta Comfort is validated by consumers with thousands of 5-star reviews and are designed and assembled in the U.S. at one of Serta's state-of-the-art facilities. Serta's award-winning mattress collections are created by providing superior comfort along with overall support and breathability. Get Serta Comfort by visiting Kincaid Service Company in Shelbyville. Online at kincaidservice.com.
And we're back with Gov Talk here on WLIJ. My name's Chase, your host. And, of course, today we're joined by Carol Garrette and friends. Carol Garrette, of course, Bedford County Schools Director of Communications, and Mr. Aaron White with Bridge Bedford. And we're just talking about kind of the communication piece of what Bridge Bedford does and how you are literally the bridge between different organizations and governmental branches and stuff like that, and even other cities in Tennessee. And I like what you said about, like, casting the grant net far and wide. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah,
kind of expanding on the basics of what we might already be doing in local government or with other local nonprofit organizations, and really opening up our receptors, if you will, to bigger opportunities like the Levitt concert series. Yeah, that grant, which is great. So let's talk a little bit about the Connected Community 5K. How did that start, and how is that more than just a race? Which I know it's more than just a race.
Yeah. You want me to do that one? Take that one?
Yeah, I'll do the more than just a race part.
Yes, perfect.
You take this.
Okay,
Cool.
All right, let's do that.
So our friend Beth Davis, when she lived in Cincinnati, they had a similar race, and she got involved in starting that and that vision, and I think now that community raises like $150,000 a year for local education or the projects that they're interested in supporting. And so when Beth came here and we met, she shared that vision with us, and we went to our superintendent of schools, and Dr. Garrett was like, let's go, let's do it. But it's not a simple, you don't just snap your fingers and a race comes together. I mean, no. We kind of had to prep our principals at our schools, because we knew that partnering successfully with the school system, as she shared in her previous community, a community of a very similar size and makeup, that key was partnering with the school system. And again, you don't just snap your fingers and say, hey, everybody come on out. It takes some effort and some planning.
A lot of education that goes into that, so your principals know.
Well, yeah, and those principals and educators and coaches and students, they're all so busy, and there's so many things pulling on them. So we planned for 2 years for our race last year. Okay. Yeah, it was in the works for 2 years. It was the talking, the dreaming, the how are we going to do this, the prepping the schools, and then the saying, all right, it's time. Yeah. We're really going to do this. Yeah. And we hired a professional group out of Nashville called Run Nash, and they came and we worked with the city to find our track and get that certified, and it is a true timed race, because we want folks who are looking for races from around the region, not just our local folks, but to come and be a part of this downtown effort. And it exceeded our expectations for the first year.
It sure did. Yeah.
And we're so excited to be back on the path planning for this again. I personally had a blast. My 97-year-old mom won oldest finisher last year.
That's awesome.
Did it too.
And
Yeah, she was almost bored after it was over. Is that it?
She walked the 1 mile, and we got back. Yeah, we got back up to the square, and she looked at me and she said, "Well, is that it?" So I've told her we're doing the 3 mile this year. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah. You can always stop if you need to.
We can always do 2 and loop, but whatever works. We're out there, and it was so fun to be with everybody. And again, all the generations. It was fantastic. What a neat event. So,
well, Aaron, what makes the Connected Community 5K race more than a race?
Yeah, more than a race is that is the bridge part. That's the part where it's how do we take everything that you're experiencing that from the focus on health, and also this is big, especially in the education system, is what I think the focus of the money that we raise this go around is also for teachers to experience like different programs and to be able to get like be it trainings or workshops so they can bring it back to the student body, and even for the student body to be able to go experience workshops and that so they can bring what they're learning back to the student body. So I think the focus is with the I love how you said that. I never said it like that, but you said it great, that grant net far and wide. I said like cast the net far and wide, but I like cast the grant net far and wide, because if you bring it in and then you have be it the teachers or the students takes ownership of it, they start actually programming it, as well. Okay. And then you have something that's ingrained, like the CC5K, into annual, quarterly events consistently. So that's like the more than a race part.
Right. When you have that, people are going, cool, what are we going to do next month? What's coming up next?
Exactly.
And that was, you bring up a good point, because that was a frustration point for Dr. Garrett, in that teachers and students, there's so many great professional development or opportunities for our teachers and our students out there, but she was always having to say no, because there's just not the money for it. There's just no money for it.
Definitely got plenty of folks.
Absolutely.
But you got to have the money.
But to send 10 people to a conference and let them bring it back to 3 or 4 schools. Like you've heard some about our house projects in our schools. All our schools have these houses, and it's about everybody has a place, everybody has a team, and our teachers learned this at workshops. Going to other states and bringing that home, and the enthusiasm and the passion and the.
I think that goes back to your ownership thing.
They bring it back, they're like, let's go.
And it becomes ours. It's become something that's here in Bedford County now, so that's the more than a race part. That's where this is like, okay, I'm seeing the effects of this one event all throughout the year. So that would be the goal, continual goal.
Well, I have to say this is all pretty inspiring. What's the easiest way for listeners to get involved in this effort and support the work you're doing, both of you? I'll start with you, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start just social media wise for anyone who's just looking at this right now. Through Facebook, it's Bridge Bedford. .org. That's the website. On Facebook, we're just Bridge Bedford, which is really neat. And in the website, everything that we talked about, you get the chance to see those who carry the vision as well. And there is info Bridge Bedford, where you can email, and we'll have information that you can click, and we'll send you the next. We did something called Coffee, Connection, and Community. That's neat.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, so Coffee, Connection, and Community it has to be like a quarterly event. So that would be another event that we do, definitely way before the CC5K, but that will be a great way to meet anyone who wants to get involved and get on some of these projects. And you also learn about what grants we're going for. So we're going for like 4 grants and we're transparent with that, which I love. The community can like know what we're like going for.
Man, this feels like Athens, Greece. Like, bring the people in. Let's talk about what we're doing.
And if we get it, that's the goal. Then if we get it, we can collectively come together to like program it and to see what's the best way to make this have longevity.
And find the people who are passionate about that specific project.
Yes. Yep. So the Facebook is going to be the best way, I would say, to just get connected with us. DM. I'm the one who's always looking at it, Sue. So, you know, that I can just be very transparent. Like, I'll see it, check it. And if it needs to get directed to whoever, it'll get to them as well.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of Bridge Bedford in a way, period.
Yeah.
Is that connection there. So if people want to get a hold of you, they can just go to the Facebook page at Bridge Bedford.
Yes.
and send you a message. Check out the postings on there, the About page. And the website was bridgebedford.org, right?
Yes.
.org.
Okay.
The other thing they can do is sign up for the CC5K.
Let's
which is on there.
You can run or you can walk. You can run the 3 miles or 3.1 miles, or you can walk 1 mile. And then we even have a kids fun run race for the littles after everybody else comes back in, and so that was really popular last year, the littles. And our superintendent of schools, she had to be in the fun run race because a little girl said, "I want to run with." I think she was a unicorn,
Pikachu or something.
No, that was one of our principals. Was Pikachu.
I remember.
Dr.
Pikachu.
Garrett was a white unicorn, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I remember. You showed me the video.
Yes. And then our principals were in an inflatables race. And our schools
Please bring that back.
Yes.
Have to. That's great.
I think I have 6 principals signed up so far.
Okay.
And Beth Davis has offered to buy a new inflatable suit, so no excuse for someone doesn't have an inflatable right there. But they'll be back.
Very good.
But it was a great morning. And the school that has the highest percent of their enrollment.
Yeah.
So that keeps it fair. So for our smallest school, so for our Bedford County Learning Academy, as compared to Shelbyville Central, how could they compete in just numbers?
It's percent of their population.
Of your student enrollment. The school that has the highest percent of enrollment wins a bonus check to use. Last year they won $2,000 to use for whatever they needed that for at their school. Last year it was Community Middle. I know they're competing hard to get that title again, but our leader currely is Southside Elementary.
Oh, just down the road.
Yes, they are at.
Wow.
I believe yesterday they were at 227% of their goal.
Wow.
Yes. So, we're excited.
4 times.
And the central office has a team, too. There's almost 30 of us on the central office team, so yes.
Okay. Okay.
So you can sign up for the race, in other words, and come out and be a part of that day.
Where do you go to sign up for the race, Carol?
Okay, so you can go to Bridge Bedford. It's easy to find it on the Bridge Bedford Facebook site. You can go to Bedford County Schools website. So bedfordk12tn.com. And right at the top, there's a banner running across the top.
Can't miss it.
Sign it. You can't miss it. You can sign up right there. Most, I don't want to say all, but most of our schools have that banner running as well.
Okay, so if you go to the individual school sites, it's there. So you cannot miss your opportunity to sign up for the CC.
No excuse.
No excuse.
No excuse.
That's right.
That's it. You're casting your net far and wide to get people signed.
Absolutely.
Far and wide is the name of this episode.
That's it. Far and wide. That's good.
Yes.
Do a song called Far and Wide.
Yeah, the theme song for Bridge Bedford.
Yeah. He's going to be singing that soon.
Let's see what you got.
I feel it.
I can feel that happening. Well, guys, is there anything we want to mention before we go off the air about Bridge Bedford in general, CC5K, anything going on with the school system, Carol?
Anything else you want to say? You know I have a list of stuff going on at the school system.
I know you do with that. No, just with Bridge Bedford. I mean, it's a new organization, but the people who are involved have a lot of them been born and raised here, and the goal is to continue the legacy. And as I am a newcomer to here, 4.5 years, it's also to protect and preserve history and also help. I'm going to take what Aiden said, this kid from Leadership Bedford. He said that Shelbyville, Bedford County would do a smart growth and grow smart and healthy. And so that's like the biggest thing and the goal, like the heart of Bridge Bedford, is to have that transparency, to be able to cast the net far and wide and be able to do projects that don't just stay for a day, but actually have longevity and can meet the goal of the 50-year plan where people have ownership and it grows from there. So that's kind of like the heart message of Bridge Bedford.
And Aaron just quoted one of our students.
Yeah.
When he said Aiden, he quoted a student.
Really? That's impressive.
That was at the coffee on Saturday morning.
Yeah. Very impressive. So I think we've got some hope here in Bedford County. We've got great young people that are going to take the reins from us one day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Shout out to Aiden.
Absolutely.
We need to get him on a show.
Well, if you were coming with me tomorrow to Community High School for the 21 days of ACT, you can see Aiden because he's president of the student council, valedictorian of the class.
Really?
Yes, I'm sure he's involved in their quest to they're trying for everybody to get a 21 on the ACT. That's the goal. 21, and so they do 21 days to the ACT. So,
okay.
Yeah.
What a guy, yeah. Let's get him in here at some point.
Yeah. We're out photographing those captains this morning while I'm sitting here. They're picking their teams.
Good deal. Anything else, you guys, Carol? Anything
I always like to talk about our parent university that we have every month, so I try to make sure that I mention that. So this Thursday, gosh, it sneaks up on me, the 12th, February the 12th, at 6 o'clock at Harris Middle School is our next parent university, and it is going to be led by our fabulous CTE director. Speaking of grants and wonderful grants we've gotten for our programs, Lori Sexton will be leading How to Ensure Your Child is Career and College Ready. And that will be Thursday night.
Miss that.
That's right. Thursday night at 6 o'clock. It's free. It's at Harris because it's a central location, but it is for every parent in the community. So we hope you can join us for that. Just show up at 6. We will have our family resource liaisons there, which are our translators.
Okay.
So we don't have to have language as a barrier. They're there to translate and help everybody be successful. SRO Appreciation Day, I wanted to mention that. We love our school resource officers. We now in Bedford County have one in every school, including our elementary schools.
Great thing for safety.
That's right. And that SRO Appreciation Day is this Sunday.
Okay.
February the 15th. Of course, President's Day is Monday, and there will be no school.
Don't show up
Monday. We had a few show up on our staff development day, and some of our schools had to say, hey, don't forget to check the school calendar.
Check the app.
That's right. Check the app, Bedford County Schools TN app out there in the App Store now.
Very good.
And this is also Career and Technical Education Month. Thomas Magnet School is accepting applications for the 26-27 school year until March the 9th. That information is all online at Thomas Magnet and Bedford County Schools. That is a K-8 school now. So if you're interested in your child going to Thomas, you do apply. There is a test-in process, but it is a free public magnet school. Some people think that Thomas Magnet, you have to pay. It is a free public magnet school for students in K-8. Right. But you do test in. Those applications open until March the 9th. And our high schools are busy getting ready for the ACTs. That's a high-stakes test in March. And so all 3 high schools are really focused on that ACT prep and want our students to do their very best. We want to beat the state average. Everybody's working on that really hard. Couple more things. Eastside Inventions Club is meeting this week. Eastside Elementary has this fantastic invention club. I'm going to be going, and I know these kids, and they've gone to regional competitions, and we even had a student one year go to a statewide competition with their invention. Wow. They did a mock Shark Tank there at that competition. It's fantastic. So Eastside's having that invention club meeting this week. I can't wait to see that and cover what these kids have come up with. Coaches versus Cancer. There was a fundraising event on Friday night at Shelbyville Central. Thank you to all that showed up for that event before the basketball game. And then there is another one tonight, Coaches versus Cancer at Community High School, and that will be tonight starting at 4:30, I believe, before their basketball game.
Wow.
So,
busy.
Another good thing. And, of course, our school board meeting's coming up next Thursday. We stream that on Facebook every month. Those begin at 6 o'clock. You want to hear some of the exciting things going on.
Sure.
And we will have Changemaker Awards being presented at our next school board meeting, and those are schools who have won awards for the behavior and supports that they put in place for our students, and we're excited for those Changemaker Awards to be presented next week.
Excellent.
A few things.
It's a lot. It's good.
A couple things going on in school, right?
Off the top of my head, seriously.
That's wild.
My goodness, Carol, you always got the goods.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in today. Again, Carol Garrette, Bedford County Schools Director of Communications, thank you. And Aaron White from Bridge Bedford, thank you for coming in today as well.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. This is Chase Clanton on behalf of Hopkins Farms Broadcasting.
Visit Kincaid Service Company today to experience the superior comfort of a Serta mattress. Serta has pioneered sleep innovation for more than 90 years, bringing quality products to more than 150 countries worldwide. Serta Comfort is validated by consumers with thousands of 5-star reviews and are designed and assembled in the U.S. at one of Serta's state-of-the-art facilities. Serta's award-winning mattress collections are created by providing superior comfort along with overall support and breathability. Get Serta Comfort by visiting Kincaid Service Company in Shelbyville. Online at kincaidservice.com. When's the last time you've seen the eye doctor? Don't wait. Whether it's little Carter's first pair of glasses or keeping a good eye on your vision health as you age, your eyes are a precious thing. See personalized care for the whole family and friendly faces at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care on 605 North Main in Shelbyville, across from the U.S. Post Office. Striving to bring you excellence in optometry every single day. Don't put your family's vision off. Make an appointment today at 931-684-2020. Personalized eye care for the whole family at Dr. Hasty Family Eye Care.